What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kimmy Kim, and with my boy Ed, and this is Sip and Spill.
Right. What's up, y'all? Today we're going to talk about a good subject that I thought was very important. My
Mhm.
partner brought to my attention, and she's elaborated on this before, and I want her to break this down. Today we're going to talk about the four agreements and the importance and the relevance and the whole nine.
Mhm.
And Kimmy Kim, as I call it, aka Dr. K, aka K Devereaux, is all of those people in one. She's going to break it down. Kimmy Kim, break it down. The four agreements. Break this down to me. Put me on. Put me in the game.
So I want to tell you guys that I read a lot. So one of my top wisdom books is The Four Agreements. If you haven't heard about it, and the author is Don Miguel Ruiz. So that author, I mean, is one I'm gonna show y'all. Please get this book if you haven't. It will change your life. So also being a president of 70 book clubs, I want to say this is one of the top books that can truly change your life. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. And being impeccable with your
Okay.
word is one of the most important of all four agreements. Why? It sounds simple, it seems simple, but it's not. You can speak with integrity, say only what you mean, okay? Avoid using a word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. That's
Got
what being impeccable with your word means.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the second one is don't take anything personal,
Okay.
personally. Okay. Nothing others do is because of you. Absolutely nothing that something someone else does is because of you. It's simply because of them. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream.
Okay.
Okay. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you will not be a victim of needless suffering.
Mm.
So much facts. So, a lot of, being on social media, it's a lot of things that goes on where it's all about likes and, we watch analytics. And Ed and I currently right now, we do this as a passion. And I'm really big on what I do. I want to like what I'm doing. Who I mess with, I want to like what I'm messing with. One of the questions that I ask myself every day before when I wake up and when I go to bed to make sure I'm still aligned is, do this situation fit in my life? Still, do it still work for me? So with that saying, you want to make sure that you are constantly considering everything that you will say, well, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take anything personally. But some things you do need to make sure that you're aligned with. Number three, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. So it's basically saying communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. I mean, everybody assumes stuff before they truly ask. They assume, and before they even know, or they could have even asked and they still assume. I know what you're finna say, Ed. See, this is what you're thinking already. You don't do that. Sometimes you really do got to lay it out on the table to see what you're really working with. Number four, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. I'm going to tell you, one of my most biggest critics, what I just went through 1 month ago, guys, is myself. Oh, I ain't doing it well because I'm too busy judging the way I used to do it and how I do it today. When I walked in today and realized that I was doing some therapy and I was realizing that, wow, I'm much stronger than I was before I even came here. So, it's one of those things where we got to get out of our own head. It will change your life the way you look at stuff. We are our biggest and worst critic.
So it's
Those are
crazy.
the four agreements, but let's elaborate if you want, Ed.
I real quick, just we got like the 3 minutes. I want to talk about the first thing you said: protect your word. Your word must be impeccable. One of the things I've learned, I'm listening to you and I'm resonating with it, is that one of the things I learned is under promise and over deliver, which means under promise and over deliver, which means if you know you can have some things, I'm gonna say protect your word. And a lot of ways you do this by saying you could do something, especially let's say the deadline is Wednesday. Somebody say, hey, Ed, can you give me something Wednesday? I know I could do it Monday, and I say, yeah, I got you on Wednesday, no problem. I know I can do it Monday, and then I come in and I get it for you done on Tuesday. You're like, oh my God, You did it, and then you did it before you even said you would do it. I look at that as making sure you keep your word, be a man of your word. Don't say stuff you can't do what you can't deliver on. Keep your word. Whatever you say, like she said, that's my personal testament to that. The second one you was talking about had something to do with, was it
Don't take anything
don't take
personal.
anything personal. Sometimes, so I had a situation with my close relative of mine, and said that if something is said or something is done, don't assume that I don't have your best interest, thinking that I'm against you. Like I'm saying something that's coming against you. As your partner, as your friend, I'm saying it to you, Kim. If someone was to go, don't just take it like, okay, he don't have my back or he has a problem with me. Don't take it personal. Don't take it like it's an attack on you. Like Kimmy said earlier, it's them. It's their thing. It has nothing to do with you. It's on them. That'll help you navigate that. The other thing is the assumptions. Don't assume. Like, don't just assume shit is messed up. Don't assume things are wrong. Don't assume that people don't like you. That's one thing I hate. That people, oh, they don't like me. They don't want to. People, one of the things, this hurts me. This gets on my nerves the most. People assume that people are out to get you. Like you are that important, that you're on their radar. They don't want to make sure you don't succeed. Don't assume that I don't have you, that I'm against you. Don't assume that I'm rooting for your demise. Don't assume that, because when you assume things like that, it consumes your thought process. It makes you look like this everywhere you go. Don't assume anything. And the last point you said was do your best. Always do your best. My mama told me, she said it don't matter what you got. If you are a janitor, you clean that damn place to the best of your ability. You do the very best you can. If you're doing an assignment, you do your best. In a relationship, I can't look at what Kimmy's doing. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna be there for you. You may not be there for me, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna make sure I got your back. So that's how I take those things. We got those 4 points. I really love it. I really thank you for bringing that down for me, Kimmy Kim. You want to elaborate that on that further, or
No, I just want to say, read the book, guys. Read the 4 agreements. It can truly change your life. With every last agreement, there is a point and there's something in there for you. I'm your girl, Kimmy Kim with Ed. We are the Sip and Spill. Please like, subscribe, and share. We got more content for you.
God bless.